Okay, so this is gonna be a clip of me killing Velganos. Let's see if that's the correct name. Yeah, Velganos. This is a recording I've made after the fact just to give some insight on what's going on and what to do and what to look out for. Anyway, so at the beginning of the load in, I used a flare to like pinpoint the location of the boss, as you can see on the map there. I have like a standard healing potion, flare, and whirlwind grenade for stagger damage. That's gonna be important for lighting mechanic. Anyway, here we go. So the boss is gonna start off doing a few charge attacks, and I just dodge to the side, do a few free damage, and yeah, just don't stand in front of the boss for this part. Now he did that conal flank attack. It's a good attack to utilize for some free damage. You can get a lot of free hits in during that. Now whenever the boss jumps like that, he's gonna do a charge attack, so you just move out of the way, and it's gonna be very simple. Now here comes the main gimmick of the fight, when he summons a bunch of the dark circles on the ground. Now you want to notice that you want to rock into the yellow circles. That gives you a light stack buff, and these light stack buff will allow you to deal damage to the boss. Standing underneath dark area will decrease your light stacks, and if you don't have any light stacks, you won't deal any damage to the boss. In fact, you will even take bonus damage if you have too many dark stacks. He's dead. Anyway, the boss disappeared. Like, I'm always being like cautious about standing in front of the boss, always dodging to the side, especially when he disappears like that. That means he's gonna jump at you, and you want to be ready for that and get out. So I got hit there. Not good. Now he does the orbs that shoots out at his intercardinals and front and back, so you just stand on his side and attack during the orb attack, and you can get some more free damage in. Now this is a stagger mechanic, where I use my whirlwind grenade and a lot of stagger skills to stun the boss. If you don't stun it in time, he's gonna like one-shot the entire raid, which is just me in this case. But if you do stun him, you get some more light circles that you can stand in for more stacks. As you can see right now, I have 5 stacks of that light buff, which is really good. That's what you want to aim for. That's the maximum amount. The first 3 stacks is gonna increase the damage done. The last 2 stacks is gonna decrease the damage you take. Now I'm down to 2 stacks, and as you can see when I step on it, I'm gonna get a few more. 3, 4. Quite simple. Anyway, that's the orb attack. I could have stood to the sides there and done some more damage, but I think I'm just like focused on staying alive at this point, because if you look at the middle of the screen, the orange bar that just charged up right now, that is my hyper mode for this class. With this mode on, I can do a lot of damage, so I'm generally waiting for that moment to appear before I do some extra damage to the boss. Like, without this mode on, I don't do much damage at all. It's still unactivated right now. I'll try to... Yeah, I think I'm gonna activate it. Yeah, there you go. My hyper mode is on, and I do a lot of damage. If I could crit. Holy shit, what the fuck is that? Dodge to the side of the charge. Now, this is another gimmick mechanic. You want to stand in this circle right here, and he's gonna bite you. If you don't stand in this circle, it's gonna one-shot you. And there you go. Never failed the mechanic. It's so simple. But it would be great if I had a hyper mode here, because this is a really big window for damage. Now I'm not walking to the circles right now, because I only have 5 stacks, so I might as well just keep them up in case I need them later. Those puddles on the ground, they don't deal damage yet. They explode at the end of the duration, so you can walk over them if you need to, but just generally stay out of them if you can, because that's for the better. Now the boss is gonna slam the ground 3 times, so I run out of the range. Orbs again, so I can do some more damage. You can see I popped my hyper there. Pretty simple. Now the tail swipe. Don't stand behind the boss doing that. Dodge to the side from the charge attack. Now the most dangerous attack the boss has during this phase is the breath attack. This is like whatever I'm looking out for whenever I run away from the boss. And there it is, the breath attack. Like, this attack can one-shot you, and if it doesn't one-shot you, it takes away all your stacks, like, really fast. So you always want to watch out for that. So if you see right now, I'm always like being aware of where the boss is facing and trying to not stand in front of him if I can help it. Which I couldn't there. But yeah, there you go. That's the breath attack. Dodge to the side. Run away from this triple ground slam. I can do some damage now because he did the flank cones. Now the boss is stunned right now, so I can do a lot of that free damage right now. This is my awakening skill, It does a lot of damage, and it missed because the boss went invulnerable, which it does when he's about to change location, which it did right there. Really bad timing, but that's what you get for having the slowest awakening skill in the game. Very rewarding if you hit it, but you're gonna miss it a lot of times. I say that. But yeah. Anyway, I'm just running back to the base now to restock my potions. If you can like watch, I don't have any at the moment. I spent them all. You get like 5 potions at a time. Like you can only keep 5 on you at a time. So I just reuse the flare to reveal the boss location, and then it's just back to where he was before. Anyway, it's straightforward, this boss. Just focus on getting the stacks, and yeah, then you should be good to go. Like, it's the main thing, just to maintain your 5 stacks. As you can notice now, I don't have any stacks at the moment, because every time he switches location, all your stacks get reset. Which is not that great. Another thing to really look out for is if you die, you lose all your stacks too. So it can be really hard to recover if you don't focus. Just running back in. Still 13 minutes on the clock. You have a total of 3 lives, 3 extra lives for this raid. Every time you die, you lose a life. There's a free orbs on the left side, upper left side of the screen. Anyway, now the boss is gonna do, yeah, okay, that attack, which means I can get some free damage in. Now he's gonna charge you. Charge you again. Yeah, you just trying to not stand in front of the boss unless that happens. And now we go for the light dark stack. Now you just focus on regaining the light stacks. You can see the boss is charging at me. I'm keeping a look at the boss right here, to making sure that if he does a charge attack, I'm ready to dash out. Which he didn't do a charge attack or a breath attack, for that matter. And just focus on like staying close to the boss, so you can dodge when needed. You can see I rock like to the side there, just to not stand in front of the boss, just in case the breath attack comes out. Like, I'm really worried about that attack more than anything else. So if you noticed, now he's gonna do the mechanic that requires to stagger him. He does this when he starts walking around in a circle. So I just use my stag grenade and all my stagger skills and stun the boss. Very easy. Like, every time he starts walking around in a circle and the big magic circle appears on the ground, that's when you need to look out for that. That was the breath attack I was talking about. Good thing I was already moving away. Now, there was a window to do damage here, but I wasn't close enough to fully utilize it. I still popped my hyper though, but yeah. Now he's gonna do a tail swipe. The tail swipe is like a 2-part mechanic. He slams his tail first, then he swipes it, so you should just move to the front of the boss. I don't think I figured it out yet at this part of the fight. Still learning. So, definitely room for more optimization. Now the orbs again, so I can attack the sides. Now the breath attack, yeah. Very good. Now just be careful. Now he's gonna charge you a lot. Jumped and then triple slam. Oh, didn't move out in time. Luckily I had a potion. 2 potions left, so gotta be careful. Like, definitely you don't want to waste all your potions too soon. Well, I say that as I have to waste another potion. Wait, this is a bad timing, because now he's gonna do the bite attack, but my hyper just went down. I just used my hyper, so I wasted the last part of my hyper, and now it's not up for this part here, where I should be using my awakening skill for this part, but I can't because I don't have my hyper. Well, I mean, I can use it, but it's not worth it. It's not gonna do enough damage. Now, something I figured out later is that there's actually a window to use your awakening skill when he does this triple ground slam attack. Like, if you just move out fast enough and then just charge it up, you should be able to hit the boss like almost every time. Now, I found a safe spot close to the boss there during the puddle spawning, which gave me a lot of time to do DPS. If you notice during this fight, I'm not actually spending a lot of time actually hitting the boss. Most of the time I just spend on running away and dodging attacks. Maybe a few hits here and there, but no big combos or anything. And that's because like it's just so much more important to maintain your stacks than it is to like constantly being holding up time, keeping up time with the boss. Anyway, charge attack, dodge to the side, very good. Now he's gonna charge at you a few times. I didn't have enough room to move there. Oh crap. Yeah, now I use my awakening skill. And 21 million. Nice. That's so important for that to crit too. Like, it's night and day how much damage you can do if it crits or doesn't crit. I should have walked into that circle there, but the boss despawned, so I lost all my stacks anyway. Just using a flare to reveal the boss at the last location. This is the last part of the fight. And the hardest part. I have all my extra lives, but I'm gonna go back to the base just to restock my potions. Which is quite important. Now, the last phase of the fight is different, because he's no longer going to spawn those yellow circles that gave you light stacks. Instead, he's going to do a new mechanic instead, a pizza attack. I call it a pizza attack because it's like, he's going to divide, like, he's going to do a big circle and attack a section of the circle one at a time, like a pizza slice. So that's why it's called a pizza attack. But basically, the slice behind him is always going to be a light attack, and he's going to rotate. So you want to always be up behind him to get up your light stacks during that part. Which is very important, because it's the only way you can get light stacks. Just using potions, restocking in health, and move back in. That's like a lot of running on this on these Guardian raids. It's honestly kind of annoying. But yeah. That's why I'm also using consumable that gives me movement speed. And I just pop it whenever I feel like. Might as well just use it because you get so many for free. Like it ends up saving like a few seconds, to be honest, of the run. Not that valuable. Now I pick up the circles. 1, 2. Now that animation now, the boss is red, that means he's in phase 3. And this is the pizza attack I was talking about, but I wasn't in position. I got baited by the first circle that spawned. Which is not good. Now there are two options to resurrect here. Like, you can resurrect at the spot where you died, or you can resurrect back at the base. But resurrecting at the spot where you died will cost you a feather. I have 383 of them at the moment, so I have plenty, but I was being kind of cheap there, so I didn't use it. But yeah, the pizza attack is gonna rotate either clockwise or counterclockwise. And the way you'll be able to tell is by a swirl animation that's going around the boss. That will tell you which direction it's gonna rotate in. And it's really important to pay attention to this, because otherwise you're gonna die like I did just there. Now, the pizza attack is going to be the most dangerous one, and there's one thing you want to watch out for, and it's the fact that the boss jumps around so much randomly that he might be positioned up against the wall, and if that happens, you won't be able to run around him in a circle, and that can really mess you up. Like right now, he's dangerously close to the wall, and I kind of want to drag him away here, but then he does this attack. And that animation kind of baited me, because I thought it was going to do the pizza attack there. There's enough leeway to rock around him. Yeah, just barely enough to rock around him. Now this is the pizza attack. It's going to be clockwise, and I'm lucky there's just enough space to move in. Now I got hit once by the dark attack, so I only had 2 stacks going out after this. Because like, you got hit by the first 3, so you get 3 stacks, but then you get hit by a dark attack, and it's -1. So it goes down to 2. But 2 stacks is enough to do some damage. It's not max damage, but it's still enough. After every jump, he does the a cross attack too, so you gotta stand on his intercardinals. The orbs just go to the side and attack a bit. He's gonna slam and swell. He's gonna charge. No, that was a breath. It's always one of the two. Oh, another thing during this last phase, he does a red white dark attack that you cannot avoid, and it's gonna take away 1 stack. So you need to always like. This is why it's so important to do the pizza attack correctly. Now this is a really bad one. This is a really bad spot because he's gonna do a pizza slice next to the wall. But I was lucky there that he was going counterclockwise, which means I didn't have to go through the trees, which would be impossible by the way because they're solid. Like that alone might have saved the run. Like I have 4 minutes and 20 seconds left on the run. Got hit out of breath there, just barely clipped me, and it took so much health and took a stack away. So I'm down to 3 stacks. So no damage reduction, only max damage output. Triple slam, move out and move back in. I'm just waiting for my hyper mode to get it back up now. I'm doing a few weak hits here and there, but like it's mostly just focused on dodging right now until I can get I can find a window to do a lot of damage, which would be now if I was paying more attention. But I guess I'm doing this attack instead, and I completely missed. Holy shit. Well, it is what it is. Down to 1 stack, so my damage is pretty low if you see right there. But that pizza attack just came in at just the right moment. Back to 5 stacks again. I'm in a good position right now. 3 minutes left to go, and the boss should be relatively low in HP. Like the last phase spawn starts at like 30% HP, so you know you're close to the end once he's here. Get away. Ooh, that was a close one. He's gonna breath or orbs. Okay. Triple slam. I need to be careful because I have no more healing potions left. Be a lookout for a charge. He's not gonna charge me. Oh, he's gonna jump me. I think no. Oh crap. Yeah, I'm gonna rest at the location here and just try to finish it off because I know I'm close and I don't have much time left. Only 2 minutes. Really lucky that he did a pizza attack right after I got up. Because after you die, like I said, you reset all your stacks, so you're not gonna do any damage. And this saved me. This saved me so hard. The timing on that pizza attack. Just barely dodging that dark orb right there. Just barely scooping past. Okay. And breathed. Okay. I can get a few free hits in. He's gonna charge me. I already moved out of the way. That was good. And there you go. That's how you kill the boss. Honestly, kind of hectic at the end. He gets very aggressive and does a lot of attacks. But if you just focus and keep your stacks up, then it should be fine. The main tip for the last phase is just to try to keep him away from the wall and always be on the lookout for the breath, as always, throughout the entire fight. But, yeah, that's how you do it. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.